the Allied Milk Producers.
Hopefully that
also
clock is
sponsored
not
by
right.
the Borough of
We are way
Indiana.
Live from Andy Kuznetsky Field from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night. It is senior night here at Indiana High as we get set to close out the high school football season for this season with the Indiana High Little Indians taking on Mars. And great atmosphere here tonight, we expect, with senior night. A little cooler than we've had most Friday nights here for Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night, but it feels like football weather, and Pat Dougherty is joining me here in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. And Pat, doesn't get any easier for the Little Indians here tonight as they take on the Fighting Planets, but you'd like to see them close out the season on a positive note, and I think overall this has been a season of transition, but it's been a season that I think the Little Indians will look back on as being able to be one positive one for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tonight at halftime we're going to have like a pretty in-depth interview with Coach Mark Zelinskis on where he feels after 1 year back, the state of the program, if you will. And he really goes into depth about talking about the foundations that have been built and the structure with this program. And so, it's hard because you see scores. And, last week, 72-6. How can you get any positives out of that? Well, Coach said when they watched the film, they saw a lot of positives. And obviously they need to learn. But as we've said all year, Mark, this team is so young. Yeah. The number of sophomores and freshmen that are playing is just incredible. And when you from the sheer age, a high school senior is generally 17, 18 years old, and they've matured and developed physically. They're playing against 14 and 15-year-old sophomores and freshmen. Those bodies haven't yet defined themselves. Now, they have a heck of a challenge tonight. Mars is as good as anybody in 4A. They're 2 losses, okay? Here they're 2 losses. Aliquippa and McKeesport. And they have some really good wins on their schedule. So, just looking at last week, they took care of Hampton very easily.
And I've said a number of times this year, I felt as if on a lot of teams, the team we're watching with Indiana is almost like a JV team.
Yeah.
And it is for a lot of teams. And I don't say that in a derogatory manner at all. I say that in a way that, what they've done this year with being able to have those freshmen and sophomores. And granted, they do have some absolute contributors at the senior and junior levels, but how they've matured, how they've grown. I mean, they are absolutely establishing a foundation for this program with what they are doing, and it doesn't happen overnight, but you have so many young players, and you look at every team they've played. There's not a team that I think that I can remember that has been as young as they are in terms of top to bottom with their starting lineup, and it's something that they should be looking at as, in terms of moving forward and what they can accomplish in the next couple of years, not just this year.
Well, and I use Mars as a great example of what Indiana could become. Because Mars, they're a growing area. They got a lot of people in their school district, I understand. But before Eric Kasparovich got there, we went down there and we beat them handily.
Yep.
And that was 21, I believe, the 21 season. And then they hired Eric Kasparovich, and they increased their number of kids on their roster from 37 to almost 80. All right?
It makes a big difference.
And what does that give you? That gives you depth. That gives you the ability to maybe give guys a rest, develop other guys, and to have that structure and that foundation and that commitment that he expects. And this is a guy that he's won state titles. He's won WPIL titles when he was at Pine Richland. He's trying to get this Mars program over that hump into that next echelon. So it should be a good game tonight.
So we are looking forward to this. It's an ITT, Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. And when we come back, we're going to hear from Coach Mark Zelinskis from Indiana High about last week's game, about tonight's game, about a lot more. You're also going to hear from him at halftime on a sort of a state of the program, as Pat had said, interview as well. So stay tuned to us. We'll also have the keys of the game, starting lineups, and more. You are listening to an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Ooh. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models. Ooh.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
IRMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. For me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Dougherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate, estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the Law Office of Patrick Dougherty.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Ooh. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
And we're back with the ITT pregame show. I'm joined by Indiana head coach Mark Zelenskis. Coach, what can you say about McKeesport? I mean, good grief. They had some athletes, and as you talked about it in your post game, they had some players.
No, they did, and I mean, it was, we said that was going to be the best defense we saw here, and obviously we saw a player. I mean, there's a reason why kids are lined up getting his autograph as he's coming in and leaving the stadium. I mean, he was somebody special. So, that it was a lot to ask our kids to, go out there and kind of reminded me back in the day when we played, in 2014, we played Jordan Whitehead in the first round of the Whitfield playoffs. And it was a similar situation. There's just an athlete on the field that's head and shoulders above the other guys. And, but after we looked at the video, there's a lot of positive things in there. And again, people think I'm crazy with this idea that how could you lose 72-6 and still find some positive things, but there really were,
Sure.
And we got some kids developmentally, I think really at a stage where they're performing at a level much higher than what you would expect for somebody with their age and experience. And we just got to fight through, this time where, we just have a roster that has a lot of youth and inexperience on it. And I think, having those kids out there competing, even though they're not typically, you're not going to play that many sophomores or freshmen. It's, we're going to benefit in the long term.
Yeah. And, this week, Mars coming in, another meat grinder, if you will. I mean, the only team that they've really struggled with. I mean, I know they have 2 losses. They lost to Aliquippa early, and then they got it taken to them by McKeesport here. So, they're another team that they're fighting to get into the playoffs, and they have bigger goals for their season.
They are. I mean, this is a big game for them, and they're a very well coached team. I mean, Coach Casper, he's done an excellent job down there. He did when he was down at Pine Richland. They got a huge roster. They've got a great program that's been established, and so they're, when it comes down to it, they're not athletically where McKeesport or West Mifflin is, but they're going to make up for it with being well coached and execution.
I look at Mars as an example of what you could do here, and what I mean by that is, 4 years ago, maybe 5 now, we went down there and we whipped Mars pretty good. That was the year before they hired Coach Kasparovich. Mm-hmm. They bring Eric in, and now all of a sudden their roster went from about 32, 38 kids when they played us to having to bring 2 buses because they have 80 kids on their roster.
Yeah.
Because they bought into what Coach Kasparovich was selling, and he got a lot of kids that weren't out for football to come out.
Yeah. And
I kind of see a little, maybe not on the scale, but some similarities to what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and it's the numbers are, a thing that, is obviously a positive, but then, it is possible to get to the point where if you have 80 kids, to try to give kids quality reps, it's just too many. And, there's almost so much practice time, so many coaches, you can only give attention to so many kids and so many reps. So, the roster size is a big thing, but I think the thing with Mars is they have a structure in their program that they've developed their athletes. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we've done in the past year, the first time I was here. I just talked to the kids today, because this was our walkthrough, practice. And about, I do give them off until, January 5th, but, we're going to come back at it January 5th and get started again all over with our strength and conditioning program. And with that, we do have the agilities and the plyometrics and all that gets woven in with that, and also the skill sessions that we do afterwards. And we're just going to build on what we established last year. And once you get a kid, a great example, especially as a quarterback, you got, Jason Strack this year, who's, done a phenomenal job for not being a first-year quarterback in a first-year system. Plus he's a sophomore, he's 15 years old, but the kid has really come along and grown, and you're going to see some great strides with him, in this off season when he comes back next year. The maturity is going to be there, the experience is going to be there, and he's going to be performing at a whole other level. And we expect that with all of our other athletes to some degree, some more, than others. But you're going to see that
going into tonight's ball game. Full complement. You're ready to go health-wise?
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah, we have everybody, off. Roman was a little nicked up from the week before, but, with his calf, he just still wasn't a full go last week. But, looking at, everybody across the board, they're ready to go, and these kids are ready to play.
Okay. Well, Coach, good luck tonight, and I appreciate it. We'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this. Good thing they can edit it.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
As a Priority First Federal Credit Union member, you'll join 16,000 others who enjoy more than just banking. You get the personalized service and benefits you deserve. With 56 years of experience, we know how to put you first. With local loan decisions made right here to support you when it matters most. With online banking and mobile deposit for easy access anytime, anywhere. Because you're more than just an account number, you're a valued member. Visit us at one of our 7 branches to find out why putting you first is our priority.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Affordable Interiors.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While the whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi. And available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Ooh. Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizza. For a limited time, get one large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
Back at live at Andy Kuznetsky Field, our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Indiana getting set to take on Mars on senior night. We recognized a lot of the senior band members, cheerleaders, and football players just a few minutes ago, and we're getting ready to be prepared for the kickoff here in just about 20 minutes or so. And Pat Dougherty is here with our starting lineups, brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center, providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit ictc.edu.
All right, Mark. Indiana's going to line up like this way. Jason Strack, your sophomore, 6'2", 190-pound quarterback. At the slot backs, you have Roman Jones. He's a 5'9", 165-pound junior at the other slot back. We'll see a couple guys, but we think Jace Brocious will be there. He's a freshman, 5'9", 160. Or senior Jacob Snyder. We've seen him carrying the ball a good bit in that slot position. He also will line up at wide receiver, and Jacob's a 5'10", 165-pound senior. The other wide receiver will be Tyler Nelson. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds. You also see Trayvon Joseph. He's a senior, 5'10", 170 pounds at the wide receiver position. The running backs will either be Kevin Liu, he's a 5'11", senior, 185 pounds, or Elijah Thomas, he's a senior, 6 foot, 215 pounds. Up front, the Indians will line up this way. Zach Brewer will be the senior, anchoring the offensive line. At center, he's a 6 foot, 205 pound center. At the guards, Braylon Winslow, he's one of the sophomores. He's 5'11", 215 pounds. The other guard is Caden Shirley. He's a 6'2", 270-pound sophomore. Your tackles are Darius Webb. He's a 6'4", 230-pound junior. And at the other tackle is Jasper Williams. He's a 6'1", 230-pound sophomore. So that's Indiana's offense. Mars will line up like this on defense. We'll give you Mars's defense. All right, at the defensive tackles, Adam Budzilek. He's a 6'2", 270-pound senior.
Glad you said it.
Yeah, really. How about this next one at defensive tackle? Luciano Kozakre. He's a junior, 5'9", 225 pounds. At the defensive end is Ethan Krasinski. He's a senior, 6'2", 225. At the other D end is Chase Stamper. That's a good defensive name,
yeah,
Stamper.
That's a good one.
Junior, 6'11", 190 pounds. The linebackers, middle linebacker is Liam Corcoran. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 180 pounds. At the other linebacker is Zach Dental. Zach is a 6 foot, 200-pound senior. I recall him from previous years. That name is very familiar on this Mars defense. At the other linebacker is Jamison Garvin. He's a junior, 6'1", 210 pounds. Your secondary lines up this way. Smith Dunaway, he's a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. At the other corner is number 4, Aiden Yoakum. He's a 5'8", 175-pound senior. Your safeties are Brody Spencer. He's a 5'11", 160-pound sophomore. And at the other safety is Gabe Hine. He's a 6'1", 175-pound senior.
It's another name I remember awfully a lot, Gabe Hine.
You know, and I'm not going to give you the full offense right now just for time purposes, but I will say this. Mars on offense, when you look at their stats, Mark, their offense runs through two guys. Aiden Yoakum has over 1,600 yards rushing, and Gabe Hine is their number one receiver.
Yeah.
He has those two guys are combined for the majority of their touchdowns, the majority of their yardage. And so if you're Indiana, you got to take Hine away in the passing game and control Yoakum. And that's the recipe to beat this Mars team.
Younger quarterback, but a lot of skilled players that are veterans there.
Yes, and we've had Gabe Hine, we've had in Yoakum. He just puts up yardage and scores. I think he has 16 touchdowns and 1,600 yards. So, that's what Mars is going to try to do. You remember? I don't know if you remember this last year when Mars came in here. We thought they were going to try to run the ball right down our throats.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Or was it the other way? We thought they were going to pass the ball all over the place. Either way.
No, I think they thought they were going to pass the football because of the quarterback that they had.
Pass the ball, and they came out and they lined up and they handed the ball off and just shoved it right down Indiana's throat from first snap. And it was on.
Must be nice to have all those weapons that they have. That
and when we talk about, we talked about it a little bit too when we're talking about men versus boys.
Yeah.
Sophomores versus seniors. Just look at their offensive line. I mean, I'm going to give it to you anyway, just because I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm just going to give you the weights. Tackle, 305 pounds. Guard, 265 pounds. Center, 270 pounds. Guard, 265. The lightest guy on the line is their other tackle, Tyler Whitling, 6'3", 220. So you see what I'm saying. I mean, they have the guys up front.
Well, Pat, that's a trend, I think, the past few weeks when we've seen the teams that have come out, West Mifflin, McKeesport, Mars, when they've beaten Indiana, and we've seen some of these lopsided scores. A lot of that has been with the lines, offensive and defensive, the size on those lines compared to what Indiana has. And that's where you're hoping that when we were talking about sophomores and freshmen, that, what's happening right now with the program, we're planting the seeds to get more players out there. And they need more size. They need to continue to get guys coming out that can fill some of those roles because, you're not going to have a Keemon Spell necessarily coming out. You'd love to have somebody like that, but those are generational type of players. But if you have a good offensive line, you don't need a Keemon Spell. You can make things happen without that, and that's where I think Indiana is really trying to build towards that.
It really is, and maybe you're not going to have a 300-pounder, but you can get a guy that is very strong. These sophomores that started as lifting as freshmen, the freshmen, as they all advance, they're going to be stronger just based on what they do in the weight room.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so we're going to take a quick time out here and continue with our Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at our keys to the game tonight as Indiana takes on Mars for senior night here at Andy Kuzneski Field for an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
Wow! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher!
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher!
I know! Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now!
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon!
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here!
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees. Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
Time left, so it's time now for our keys to the game. And Pat, I don't know, I guess we don't have a sponsor for that, but
okay.
Could be you, possibly you for next year. So next year for keys to the game, contact Renda Broadcasting.
Yeah, you could have this spot. Anyway, keys are very simple. Who's going to control the line of scrimmage? Can Indiana's defensive line hold up against Mars' offensive line, and can they contain Yoakum? You know, look, Yoakum's not a Keeman Spells, but he's a very, very good high school running back. Yeah. So they got to control him, get pressure on the quarterback, keep the ball out of Gabe Hines' hands, and you have a shot. Offensively now, this offense has to get back in rhythm. You know, we saw them, at least in the other games, they were moving the football. When they played McKeesport, who's a very good defense, probably the best defense.
Really impressive.
One of the best high school defenses I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But they got to move the ball. They have to control the ball, possess the ball, score. If Indiana can do that and get off to a fast start, you know, Indiana's going to get the ball to start this game because Mars won the toss and they'll defer. But Indiana's got to come out and put points on and try to keep Mars chasing.
You know, it's funny. I've talked to a number of people because McKeesport, high-profile team, high-profile players. We've gotten asked about how that game was, what these kids look like. And everybody I've talked to, I said, you know who really impressed me? And they said number 7.
Yes.
Everybody, like, they didn't even talk about Keemon Spell. They said number 7, Michael Wright was the linebacker. And that is exactly what where my mindset was, because and taking nothing away about Spell, he's fantastic, but he only touched the ball 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
That Michael Wright was as impressive as I've seen for any player on that football field last week at the linebacker position. He was something else.
I still don't know if Kevin Liu is sore or not from that hit. And that wasn't a blitz. That was just a run read. He came up and met him in the hole, and you could hear the hit up here in the box. And just very fortunate that Kevin was able to get up on that.
Impressive defense. It really was, yeah. So we're going to continue with our ITT pregame show. When we come back, we're going to get set for our opening kickoff, and we'll see how Indiana High is going to come out tonight on senior night. Hopefully we get a little bit of a boost here on senior night. We get the fans going here. I think it's a pink out, to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month here at Andy Kozneski Field. So we encourage you to come out. I know it's a little cooler than it has been, but come on. I mean,
this is football weather.
This is football. This is football weather. This is what we expect. I mean, we've been spoiled with these 70-degree temperatures every Friday night. So come out and support Indiana High for the last week of the season here for the Little Indians, and come to Andy Kozneski Field. It should be a great night for football, and you're going to see hopefully a great game here tonight. So we're going to come back with more on our ITT pregame show. You're listening to AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. For me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
The snap's good. The pass is caught. Touchdown! Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment. Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS, Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Andy Kuznetsky Field. Let's go down on the field as we hear Enter Sandman with the new light show showing up here at Andy Kuznetsky Field. If you have not seen this, you've got to come out to take a look at it. Doug Steve on the field with the Crimson Wealth Management Sideline Report.
Okay, thank you, Mark. And I was just talking with the head official, Mike Gaffney. He's a big basketball official in Westmoreland County. And we were talking about, he said, hey, the best team I've officiated all year in football, it'd be hard to believe, is Avonmore. He said they're better than any TJ or anyone else that we've ever had. And I said, well, McKeesport's right up there too. And he said, I've heard they're good. He said, we haven't had them yet. But, it's a beautiful, cool evening. It's typical football weather. Week 10, and we finally get typical football weather here this evening. And as the band's playing Cherokee, but Mars, like you have said, they won the toss, but they're going to defer. Indiana will get the ball. And there's 6 seniors playing tonight. This will be their last game wearing an Indiana uniform. So they've been through a lot over the last several years, and I think hopefully they can go out in a respectable fashion tonight. It should be interesting, and we'll throw it back upstairs.
Thank you, Doug, and we're happy to play Cherokee tonight after the editorial by Mark Burdick last week and some of the legislation that's been thrown out there. So we'll be happy to have Cherokee playing to support Indiana High here tonight. We're going to take one more time out, and when we come back, we'll get set for our Grand Beginnings opening kickoff on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital Media.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Discover a world of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com, with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's Loyalty Program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Hi, it's me again, Garrett Greig, your local mortgage banker at S&T Bank.
If you're looking to purchase a new home to enjoy the changing colors of the fall season, we can help to make it possible. Visit me at one of our Indiana County offices to learn more about our mortgage options. You can also visit us at stbank.com or call us at 800-325-2265. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kickoff brought to you by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center. Indiana will receive the opening kickoff after Mars won the opening coin toss and elected to defer. Captains for tonight, Kevin Liu, Zach Brewer, Trayvon Joseph.
There's Frank Knezevich kicking off.
Here is going to be the kick received at the 15-yard line. Taken and dropped very, very quickly. After about the 21 is Brocious. So Kevin Liu, also one of the four captains tonight for Indiana High, as they recognized all four seniors. There's more than four seniors out there, but the four seniors were the captains tonight, as Indiana will take off beginning here at the 21-yard line, 22, let's say. And this is where the Indiana offense will take over. Jason Strack, the sophomore QB, under center. Going to pitch the football to Roman, and Roman's going to take the football around the end. He's not going to get very far, though, as Roman Jones.
Looks like he may have even lost a yard on that. They went with the quick pitch and just strung him out. He lost a yard, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 back to the 20.
So we didn't see that quick pitch as much last week.
Well, you know,
against McKeesport.
And as Coach mentioned in his pregame, Roman still wasn't 100% last week with that calf injury that he sustained at West Mifflin. So he feels that he's 100% this week, and we probably see that more.
2nd down and 11 now with Indiana after the loss of 1 on that pitch. Strack under center, got a man in motion, going to take it up the middle. Actually going to keep it himself as he tries to go around the right end. He's going to pick up a few yards for the Little Indians. Might get about 4 yards on that carry. But
yeah, he faked the dive and just took it out, or pulled it and took it out around the edge.
So he's going to get 5. It's going to be 2nd down and let's say a long 6.
3rd down.
3rd down, I'm sorry, yeah.
So,
thanks, Pat.
That's all right. We're getting there.
It's only week 10. 3rd down here.
3rd and 7 on the 25.
Here's Strack under center. He is going to hand the football off up the middle. Not the most conventional 3rd and long play, but
Kevin Liu on the carry. He lost a yard. That's going to back it up to, they're going to set it, well, right at the 26. So maybe they gave him a yard.
So we'll say no gain, just as for stat purposes, but either way, Indiana is going to punt this football away. Not what you want your offense to do. Low snap. Here is the kick by Tyler Nelson. It's going to be fielded at the 45-yard line around the left end, and being able to find a little bit of running room for Mars is number 30, Gabe Hine.
32-yard punt for Nelson.
And so now we'll see the Mars offense take over here. They are in Indiana territory, and this has been a trend over the last few weeks with opposing offenses getting really good starts in terms of field position.
Yeah, somebody said to me last week, well, Spell's only had 112 yards. I said, listen, they had the ball inside Indiana territory to start basically all their drives in the first half. You're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to get yardage like that.
So back to pass. Over the middle, there is Hine, too. Just right away, we were worried about him being an impact for this offense. And just a nice throw right over the middle to Gabe Hine as he takes it down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it wasn't anything fancy. He just, came inside and just split right down the seam. They're going to mark it on the 14-yard line. That's an in-first bank first down for the Planets.
Sophomore QB for Mars. He's going to hand the football off here to Yoakum, and Yoakum Going to take it around the left end, and he's going to keep churning away into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Fighting Planets get on the board early. Nice looking pass play and great blocking up front that time on the run to the left edge for Aiden Yoakum. And that's a 14-yard touchdown.
Knezevich is on to kick the extra point. And the holder will be Gus Cofield.
And it is up and good. Take a quick timeout and we come back. We'll have another kickoff by the Fighting Planets, AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
Isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
We all know life can get
We are back after the 14-yard touchdown run by Aiden Yoakum for Mars.
Yeah, that was a two-play, 40-yard drive, Mark. Not the way the Indiana defense wanted to start.
And the opening kick going to be taken back at about the 17-yard line by Roman Jones. He has got no room at all to run. He kept trying to find something as he followed his blockers to the right, but nothing doing. And Roman's going to be dropped at about 24.
Ray Chase on the tackle for Mars. So Indiana will have their second offensive drive at the 9:09 mark.
Indiana's got to find something here with their offense. This was a problem last week, too, when they started giving up some of those yardage, those big plays to the opposing offense.
Yeah, you have to answer. And, whether that's going to be, let's put it in the air a little bit. They've had some success on early downs.
Well, you can't do
passes.
3 and outs.
You absolutely can't. You got to keep your best offense. Your best defense is keeping their offense off the field.
Here's the option play over to the left-hand side across the 25-yard line. Still on his feet is, I believe that's Roman Jones.
Yeah, he's going to pick up the first
and I don't think he ever was down. I think he got rolled over on top of a defender. And great heads-up play by Roman to just grab his feet and keep going.
Yeah, one of the Indiana players just kind of grabbed him and pulled him off the pile, and he spun out.
20-yard run by Roman.
That's maybe the spark Indiana needed here now. That's an in-first bank first down.
It's a 20-yard run by Roman Jones after that. And he probably would have gotten about 6 yards.
And great job by the official that letting the play go.
Yeah.
Couple receivers split to the right here for Jason Strack under center. Jones in motion. He's going to get the pitch. Roman Jones. Yeah, almost offsides.
Yeah, it really looked like Mars jumped and they didn't call it.
And he's going to lose. Well, actually, he's going to gain about a yard on this pitch to the right. But, boy, I really thought that Mars jumped there.
Smith Dunaway came up and made the tackle. They're now marking it back. It's going to be
maybe a
half
couple
a
inches.
Yard.
Either way, it's and Roman's coming off. It looks like he might be shaken up a bit as he comes out of the lineup. Brocious in. Kevin Liu in the backfield. Strack under center. He's got 3 receivers to the right, 1 coming in motion. The give is going to be faked. Strack up the middle. He spins off a tackle. He's going to get him in first bank, first down into Mars territory, down to the 40-yard line, maybe the 41-yard line.
Boy, what a run. That's all effort by Jason Strack. Mars thought again that they had him brought down after about a short gain, and Jason just kept the legs churning, spun out. Really nice run by Jason.
About a 14-yard pickup there for the sophomore QB. His decision-making has absolutely improved throughout the season.
Every week it improves.
Down to the 41-yard line in the Fighting Planets territory. We got a flag thrown as Brocious comes in motion.
Indiana's jumped.
So
Pre-snap penalties.
Yeah, and those have been a problem as well. So when you look at these last few weeks and the lopsided scores, granted the talent has been noticeable on the other side of the football. However, there have been a lot of these pre-snap penalties as well. Indiana's can't continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
Well, let's see what they can do here.
Have not put the ball in the air yet in this football game, and I think you and I both have liked what they've done off of play action when they've been able to do so.
Roman Jones has his helmet back on, and hopefully
this time
he'll be back in.
Is faked by Strack, and I'll tell you, Jason had no choice there, as Kevin Liu was wrapped up as soon as he faked the handoff to Kevin, and then Jason was tackled immediately afterwards. So either way, they lost a yard. They lost a couple of yards in that play, 3 yards, and they would have lost it whether he handed it off to Kevin Liu or whether he kept it himself, which he did.
And again, we've talked about all year, this is not a formula for success for the Indiana offense to have 2nd and 18. You want it to be 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5. Now let's see what they can do. They got to do something through the air to soften this Mars defense up.
And so here is Strack back to throw, and he's just immediately gobbled up and dropped down by Zach Dental. We talked about him in the pregame, and that's a name we've heard in the past. But the senior linebacker comes in the backfield and drops Strack.
So that's going to be a loss of another 4, so it'll be 3rd and 22 now.
Makes it tough when you get a pre-snap penalty, lose yardage on first down because of not gaining enough with the running play, and then a sack. Like we said, not a recipe for success. Great play by Dental, though. Here's Roman Jones in motion. Strack back to throw. He throws it over the top. Almost caught. Oh, just out of the hands of
Snyder.
He likely would have been short of the first down, but tell you what, that was a nice-looking ball by Strack. It threw it right over the top.
Put it right over the top, right on his hands. And if he catches that now, Indiana can probably go for it.
Yeah.
Because it would have brought up 4th and probably about 3 or 4.
And it was pretty good zone coverage by Mars. However, Jason threw that right over top of the linebacker. And I don't think Snyder was really expecting it to be delivered there because of the coverage. But either way, it is incomplete. Here is Tyler Nelson's ball. Punted at the 25-yard line, going to be fielded by Gabe Hine. He takes it across the 40, still on his feet. He's still on his feet across the 50, and there is nobody in front of him. Unless he falls down, he does not. Wow, this is going to go to the end zone for a touchdown. It didn't look like it was going to end up being a return there for a second, but the blocking continued to be there, and even as he started slipping forward and it looked like he might fall down, as soon as he regained his balance, that was a
walk-in. He was able to just walk in. There wasn't anybody near him.
I don't know if he was really touched the entire time.
65 yards is what they're saying officially.
But, wow.
Nesvich in for the PAT.
Makes it difficult here for Indiana with 5:08 left to go in this first quarter as the extra point is up and good. 14-0 Mars. Comes out with a lead again. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Dougherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the law office of Patrick Dougherty.
Well, really our drive summary was a punt return. And it was by Gabe Hine, who took it 65 yards for a touchdown. And Gabe made it look real easy as he received that punt, and didn't look like he had a whole lot of resistance as he took it around the left side. And
unfortunately for Indiana, that's 2 punt returns in a row that they've given up. Last week, one to Spells, and here's a good return.
Yeah, by Jace Brocious. He's going to take it across 35, 37-yard line. We'll go down to Doug Steve, our Crimson Wealth Management sideline report.
You know, there are some connections with Mars outside of athletics. The superintendent at Mars is Dr. Mark Gross, and he actually was the assistant superintendent for 1 year, probably about 12 years ago here in Indiana. And one of the officials along the sideline is Joey Touchstone. He was a great basketball player for Kiski area. And when I was coaching at Indiana, he was one of their better players. We had some big battles, so we got to reminisce a little tonight back upstairs.
So first down and 10 here for Indiana. Their third offensive possession of the game at the 38-yard line. We'll see what they can do, a little inside counter. But Mars, that defensive front has been awfully tough.
Yeah, you can watch their defensive front is absolutely controlling the line of scrimmage. Indiana got 0 push.
Going to lose a yard again. How many runs so far in this game for Indiana have resulted in a loss of yards? That's been at least 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough sledding tonight for the Little Indians, but they got the last drive at least they picked up a couple first downs. They were able to control the ball a little bit, so.
You almost want to see, given this pressure, if you can find a way to roll Jason out.
Yeah.
On a play action or just roll him out, period, to get him away from the coverage or pressure.
Yeah.
Here's Roman Jones, and they're going to fake it. They are going to do it this time as they roll him out. The ball is going to be tipped. Looking for Elijah Thomas.
Yeah, number 6 got in the way. That was Brady Spencer for the Planets. I like the play call.
I do too. If Elijah gets a little bit deeper in that pattern, maybe he is able to get there, but that's not on him either. I mean, that's just great coverage by the Fighting Planets. So third down and 11 now.
You know, you talk about the line play. You know, Indiana, they've gotten better this year strength-wise as they came into the season, but that's one thing Coach Z will really harp upon in the offseason, getting back in that weight room come the beginning of January and get stronger.
Here's Strack. He's back to throw. He's under pressure. Immediately, he's going to be hit. He's going to be dropped. For Mars, that's number 48, Ryan Walker. Well, we talked about the line play as well. After that, Sack's going to force a punt, and we got to keep in mind they've had some injuries this year as well.
Yeah.
On that line, and that's including a couple really key players that have made a difference.
And one of the things that Coach Z talked about was just having to teach fundamentals, basic blocking techniques, having a good base, using your hands, a lot of the things. Oh boy!
Ooh, and this is a punt that is going to actually take a nice hop for Indiana. It was a low punt.
That ball it hit, it stayed right along the boundary line, stayed in bounds, and just rolled to about the 39.
It was probably about 10 feet up in the air. That's as far as it went. But
the key is no return.
But there was no return because it was so low, and it kept bouncing end over end. Ended up going to the 39-yard line of Mars, excuse me. So it was a nice punt in terms of the net result. Didn't look the prettiest, but hey.
So Mars comes out for their second series. Let's see what they do.
They are leading 14-0 here. 3:19 left to go in the first quarter. They scored a punt return last time, so we didn't really get to see much in terms of their offense. But here comes a little wide receiver screen to Gabe Hine, who's going to take it for about 9 yards.
And that right there by Hine was probably about 7 yards of Hine just saying, you're not going to bring me down with one guy.
Mars has a sophomore QB now, Colin, was it Urisnik?
Yes.
And he has taken over. I mean, last year we talked about, with the strength that they've had at quarterback over the past few years. Here is going to be the give up the middle. Here's Yoakum in Indiana territory, and then some as he takes it down to the 41-yard line for Indiana.
And you can just look at that Mars offensive line, and nobody even touched Yoakum until he got, almost right when he was tackled.
And you can see that burst immediately. I mean, and that's one thing we've seen with a couple of these running backs the past few weeks. We've seen some really good ones. And fake handoff. Back to throw. Going deep down the field. There is Hine. Wow, great separation on the defender as he finds a way to get in the end zone for the touchdown, 42-yard touchdown pass. And you're watching that. It looked like the coverage was solid for Indiana, and just a great job by Gabe Hine to find a way to get a little bit of separation at the end and got the score. If you're watching that on Renda Digital TV, you'll be able to see for the first 15, 20 yards. It was
right
great
there.
coverage.
Just stay in the hip.
And then Hine was able to find that little bit of separation that got him the touchdown. So either way, that is a score for Mars. 21-0 after the extra point is good. 2:13 left to go in the first. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM. Renda Digital TV.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Brought to you by Pat Dougherty, but we're still in the first quarter, believe it or not.
And who's our first quarter sponsor?
It's Jim Struzy, and we want to make sure that Jim gets a little bit of recognition as he's got his hands full right now. So we want to make sure that he gets his a little bit of recognition with what's going on in Harrisburg, and we appreciate everything that Jim does for us with our state legislature. And Indiana, with Elijah Thomas, does take the ensuing kickoff here to the 35-yard line where Indiana will take over, trailing 21-0. Here is Roman Jones in motion. Strack going to fake the handoff, going to take it himself. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Good out of Doug Steve here on that last touchdown.
You know, just watching it from field level is like you're watching a big-time college game right there with the execution, the great pass, and it just is right in stride. It didn't miss a beat right there. But, you know, the head coach for Mars, Eric Kasparovich, was the quarterback at North Hills in 1999, mythical national championship for high school. But who was his running back? LeVar Arrington, and they played here in Indiana that year.
Yes, they did.
2nd down and 6 here after the 4-yard gain by Strack. Minute 23 left to go here in the first quarter. Indiana trying to find some running room, and that's...
Jason kept that himself and was able to get out for about a 5-yard gain.
And I tell you, you know, you're listening to this and you're hearing Jason keeping the football himself. These are not bad decisions by him because there is nothing available if he hands that football off to the running backs. And a couple of times he's taken a loss because he knows if he handed it off, he'd take a bigger loss.
Right, exactly. So Indiana would love to pick up this first down right here, keep their offense on the field with 47 seconds left in the quarter.
3rd down and 2 here for Strack and company for the Indiana offense, and they're going to hand the football. They're going to get a first down, a big first down in this Mars territory. 30, 25, 20. Elijah Thomas still on his feet. He's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, that's a heck of a run by Elijah Thomas. Well, there's a guy that we've said he can do that. And there he just showed on senior night that he wasn't going to be denied. There's a couple guys that were grabbing at him, and he was able to break free. Big-time touchdown for the Little Indians.
And a great play call, too, as they had Mars looking back at Strack. Almost a delayed handoff. I don't know if that was almost a...
Justin John on to kick the extra point for the Little Indians.
57-yard touchdown as John's kick is up, and it is good. 21-7. Indiana's showing some life. We'll see if it gets the Little Indians going here as we head towards the second quarter. 30 seconds left. And we're going to take a timeout. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV.
The Indiana Borough Police Department is proud to stand with our community, just like they stand behind our hometown team. From local events to working with students and caring for families, their mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort, and they are only a phone call away. Alongside first responding partners, they're always here for us. On the field, off the field, and everywhere in between. So as you cheer on your team tonight, remember, they always have our backs. Stay safe, Indiana.
Play drive, 65 yards, capped off by a 57-yard touchdown run by the senior. Elijah Thomas on senior night makes it 21-7 with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Here is the ensuing kick. It's going to be a squib kick and a roll out of bounds. So not necessarily what Indiana wants to do here.
Yeah, that
explosive play.
It was. It really was. And I was impressed that once E.T. got into the open, he was able to pull away. Let's go down to Doug.
Yeah, all the coaches was coming over to Roman Jones saying, Roman, that was a great fake. Everyone thought that he had the ball from the coaching staff, and Elijah's up the middle running for a touchdown.
Yeah, it seemed like that middle completely opened up, including the defensive backs. All were over to the sidelines where it just completely freed up Elijah Thomas, and he was able to make something happen there. That was a burst that we've wanted to see from Elijah throughout the whole season. We saw it a number of times, but finally had a little bit of a seam from the offensive line. And
so Mars is going to go back to work here. They'll get the ball at the 45. We want to thank our friends at Beacon Sound and Beacon's Children's Center for being the presenting sponsor on Renda Digital.
Here is going to be the wide receiver screen to Gabe Hine. Boy, they go to him so often and in so many different ways down the field.
And you can see why. It's a first down.
10-yard gain just on a quick wide receiver screen from Resnick to Hine. That's going to end the first quarter. Well, we'll see. Maybe they won't.
They don't have to run a play, but they haven't started the clock yet for some reason.
So, yeah, I was wondering why they did not start the clock, and Mars is going to head to the sideline. So it is going to end the first quarter. 21-7, the Fighting Planets lead Indiana. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Marion.
Second quarter of
to 7, they have the football, and here is going to be the handoff to Yoakum is up the middle, and Indiana does a pretty good job of slowing him down after a 2 or 3 yard pickup. Mars leading 21-7. They were leading 21-0, and then big 57-yard touchdown run by the senior Elijah Thomas.
Derek Oakes and Roman Jones on that tackle for the Little Indians.
They're actually going to give him 4 yards on that carry. So 2nd down and 6. Here it goes again. Wide open this time. A lot of running room for Yoakum as he crosses into the 30-25, down near the 20-yard line for Mars.
And again, that was, the crazy thing is I'm watching this Mars offensive line, and they're getting to the second level very easily in picking off Indiana's linebackers.
It's a 21-yard gain for...
Doug Steve might even be able to run behind this line.
Well,
hey, I'd lead you there, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Aiden Yoakum, the senior, wasn't really touched there as back the pass. Here's Gabe Hine with another wide receiver screen. He's looking for the ends, and great open field tackle.
Jace Brocious.
By Jace Brocious. Still picks up a good chunk of yards, but
you think about where Jace has come since that week one. Remember, there's that true freshman in week one. And we're like, geez, he looks overmatched, but here we are in week 10, and he fits right in with everyone else out there on defense.
Absolutely. So to bring up 1st and goal, ball is at the 9.
Every pass so far has been to Gabe Hine.
And it's been right on the money, too.
And they've been screens deep down the field, slants. Everything has been going to Gabe Hine if they throw the football. Here is the give to Yoakum up the middle, and he takes it inside the 5-yard line. They may move him back to the 5, but it's going to be 2nd down and goal here for Mars, already leading 21-7.
You know, we're just talking about Jace Brocious. It's his birthday today, Dave Brocious. So happy birthday, Dave! Hey. I know we get on him a lot along the sidelines, but you know what, Doc? He's a good guy.
Oh, absolutely. There's not many of us left.
Happy birthday, Dave! Here's the handoff to Yoakum up the middle. Indiana swallows him up after about a yard gain.
Yeah, it looked
good job by Darius Webb, and
and I thought Winslow was in there as well. So it's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Only about a 2-yard pickup
on that. Ball's at the 3. You know, the one thing that they do with Hine that creates a lot of mismatches is they line him up inside a lot. So you're going to have a linebacker on him traditionally, which is clearly just a mismatch. Now he's going out.
He's got Joseph on him right now.
One-on-one.
And they're just going to give the football up the middle. Indiana's going to stop them right near the 1-yard line, as that one was handed off.
That was number 8, Jamison Garvin. He's their big back. He gets a lot of short yardage carries. And they're going to go for this on 4th and 1 now.
4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Mars going to give it to Garvin. He's going to be wrapped. He's going to be stopped. Darius Webb
read that, came right down and pulled the running back down. Indiana holds on the 1-yard line. So Indiana, look, they got a touchdown. Then they get a stop. Now let's see what they can do offensively. They got to pick up a 1st down just to change field position.
Webb just got in the backfield and was able to shake the one block and was able to make that stop. And a huge stop, the first stop of the night on this Mars offensive attack.
Now, Indiana's, they have to get positive yards. I don't care if you go quarterback sneak here or something, but you have to get out from this goal line.
And that's what I would expect here is Strack just taking this up the middle himself, and he does. He may get a yard, but not a whole lot more. I mean, they didn't give him a lot there.
Nope.
He got 1.
So we'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 2.
That's a great confidence builder for this young Indiana defense, what they were able to do to slow them down on the goal line. 2nd down and 9.
How about a 98-yard touchdown pass?
Yeah, that'd be all right.
You know what? I'd take a 12-yard.
Yeah, again, we just want to get a 1st down, but Doug, I wouldn't mind a throw here if you can protect it.
Yeah, quick throw.
If you can roll him out, I mean, I think that'd be a key. We'll see what they elect to do here. Empty backfield, though, here for Strack. Man in motion, they are going to give it up the middle and nothing doing at all. Wow, I mean, they could have gotten a safety there if they give it forward progress, but that was...
They're going to say right at the 2.
Kevin Liu had nowhere to run, so no gain for him. And what you do there is when you run that football, now you're in an obvious throwing situation unless you just kind of concede.
Well, and, the thing is, when you look at this Mars defense now, they've got everybody within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. They are daring Indiana to throw this football.
Brody Spencer, maybe the furthest guy back, and he's at the 10-yard line. That's just it. And Boy, they are going to hand the football off, and again, no gain.
That's going to be a loss.
Back to the 1 or a little inside the 1.
I'd love to see Indiana take a couple chances and throw this football. We've seen Jason be able to.
Yeah, now they're gonna have to punt out of their own end zone, and boy, this isn't a good recipe. You wanted to try to get a first down to be able to at least change field position a little bit.
7:15 left to go in this first half. 21-7, Mars with the lead.
Tyler cannot step back. If he steps back, he's out of bounds.
Big stop by the Indiana D, but a 3 and out. Really no gain at all on those 3 plays. Here is the punt. Good job by Tyler getting the punt off, but Gabe Hine bobbles the football back at the 34-yard line. That's a big block. There's 3 flags thrown in the play. So,
now we got a fight.
And now they're
number 5, and
I'm surprised that
that was an illegal block, crackback, blindside block. The referees called it.
And that was Zach Dental who started pushing and shoving afterwards, and really dirty play there.
So that's going to back up
Coach Zielinski's
Mars.
They're not happy at all with the way that went. And
the one thing you have to credit Dylan Shank, because that's who the Mars kid was pushing and shoving out the play, but Dylan didn't do anything to retaliate. No. They got the 15-yarder, and then they should have got a second one too, because it should be a dead ball, and they should have a second one.
Absolutely, they should have, Doug. Dylan did a nice job. I mean, he gave a little bit of shove there, as I would have too. Anybody would have after getting that shot. But with what they were doing, I'm surprised. They threw 3 flags on the play, and they're only going to call the 1 penalty, which is – and Coach Zielinskis is there talking to the officials asking – I'm sure he's asking, how in the world are they not calling 2?
And it'll come from the spot of the foul. It should be 15 yards from the spot.
Hey, credit Tyler Nelson for getting that punt off, too. Deep in his end zone. I mean, that was snapped from the 1-yard line. We'll see what they end up calling.
They're just calling 1. There's 2 on them. There's a hold and a black block.
Okay.
And that was so to be first down.
Either way, it is going to be
block.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call anything after the play. Where and if you're Coach Kasparovich, you're pulling Zach Dental aside. Hey, we got playoff aspirations here. What are you doing after the play? What are you trying to do there?
That's going to move Mars back to the 46, which they would have had the ball inside the 30 had there been no penalty. So that's a big penalty.
We'll see what this defense can do. They stopped them on the goal line last time. Here's Nick. He's going to hand the football to Yoakum, and he's going to be dropped. Short gain again. Boy, they're going to give him forward progress to the 50 there. I thought he might have been a yard shy of that.
Travis Buffalo on that tackle.
Good job by Travis.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and 6. We want to thank our InFirst Bank for our first downs tonight. And we also want to thank Beacon Sound and Beacon Children's Center for being a presenting sponsor on Renda Digital TV.
Here is going to be the fake. They're looking for Hine. Boy, what a nice-looking pattern. Gabe Hine's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Just a quick 2-step, cut inside, slant pattern. I mean, that's an impressive...
That was just an easy slant. He was able to get inside the defender and get behind him, and it was off to the races.
He has perfect technique to Hines, the receiver there, perfect technique with footwork and everything, and I mean he runs pass patterns as well as I've seen in a high school kid in a long time.
Yeah, the deep pattern he ran earlier was impressive. That one was equally just a quick. He literally took 2 steps.
Knezovic on for the extra point, and it's good.
So we are looking at a 28-7 score here as Mars extends their lead. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
Worried about breaking your piggy? Bank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back here with the 28-7 lead for Mars. Gabe Hines' second touchdown reception. He's got 3 touchdowns in the night after he had a punt return as well. Here's the ensuing kick. It's going to take a big hop down to the 21-yard line for Mars, Indiana.
Elijah Thomas got that and brought it back to the 35.
So that's going to give Indiana's offense, and we'll see what they can do here. I mean, we've seen some glimpses of some good plays here for the Indiana offense, but really not a lot of consistency. I think that's been the biggest problem with them tonight.
Yeah, you have to. Indiana's offense really needs to put together a drive here to cut this lead in half.
And I don't know if they've only attempted 1 or 2 throws this entire night. It's been all on the ground as they continue to try to hand it off here as Strack fakes the handoff. Is going to be losing a yard as he rolls to the right. And Pat, you called this the last time. When you watch this defense, watch how they line up. Everybody is within 6 yards of that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you have to, if you're Indiana's offense, you have to try to take a shot down the field here. They've got everybody. You know, their linebackers are within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. Their safety's at 8 yards.
Well, they are now. When that ball is snapped, though, and now they're dropping back a little bit because it's 2nd down and 11. But that first down play, everybody was within 6 yards of that line of scrimmage. I mean, how can you run a football with that? Here is Strack back to throw. He's going to throw a low ball. Is going to be received, but tackled immediately right near the line of scrimmage by Roman Jones. No gain.
That's Smythe Dunaway on the tackle.
Love to see some first down throws. And they may not go anywhere, but at this point, you're losing 28-7. Take a couple chances because that defense is almost daring you to do it at that point. And now,
and again,
getting their ears back.
And again, I understand we want them to throw the football, but we need to get Tyler Nelson down the seam. Get guys. We had the one with Jacob Snyder that was just off his hands. You know, that's what you need. You can't throw it laterally against this defense.
3rd down and 11. Spread formation here for Strack. He's back to throw. He's going to be under some pressure. He's going to be dropped and sacked. He tried to step up in the pocket, but that pocket collapsed awfully quickly.
Well,
and no gain, so it's going to be a sack for a loss of about 6.
And that's the downside when you're going to throw on 3rd and 11. They can pin their ears back and come at you, and those routes to get that yardage are going to take a little bit longer, and Jason just has to hold on to the football. And another drive that went backwards.
3:45 left to go in this first half. Again, Mars leading 28-7. The very dangerous Gabe Hine back to receive this punt from Tyler Nelson. Hine has 3 touchdowns in the night, 2 receiving, 1 punt return. High snap. Nelson gets it. He's going to be blocked. And it is going to be recovered by number 48 for Mars. They're going to take it into the end zone for the score. That is going to be Ryan Walker.
And he blocked it as well.
So Ryan Walker got the block and recovered it into the end zone for a score.
That's a 28-yard block and score by Mars. That's their 2nd special teams touchdown of the night.
Extra point by Knezevich on upcoming here. Boy, they sent the pressure that time on the punt, and the extra point is up. It is good. 35-7. Come back with the kickoff when we return. 3:19 left to go in the first half. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizza. For a limited time, get one large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
Mars with the lead here over Indiana after the block punt return for a touchdown. 3:19 left to go in this first half. Kickoff. Low line drive kick fielded at the 18-yard line. Joseph trying to find a little bit of running room to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and that's, good return by the Little Indians.
I'd like to see something here with this offense and maybe find a way that they've were able to bust one open with Elijah Thomas for a touchdown earlier in this football game, and against a very, very good defensive front here from Mars.
Try to get Roman Jones off around the side for a pass.
Boy, two defensive backs, 8 yards back. Everybody else is almost right at that line of scrimmage for Mars. And they will try to give it to Roman Jones. He does find a little bit of a seam. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on first down. That's what Indiana needs, though, is just
stay ahead of the sticks.
Keep you don't got to get 10 yards a carry or big chunks like Mars has gotten, but 4 or 5 yards, 3 or 4 yards, not a bad.
So they put it out to the 44, so that's a 4-yard gain, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6. Again, this is what you got to do against a good team: possess the football.
2:40 left to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 44-yard line for Strack and company. He's going to fake the handoff. Jason trying to find a way up the middle. Great open field tackle by Mars. That is going to be
out to about the 46.
One thing I noticed with Mars defensively, they really stay in their assignments and they don't do anything what they're not coached to do. They don't try to make big plays and go out of their assignments. They stay within themselves and make plays.
Yeah, what I noticed, Doug, and I don't know if you can on field level, every one of their guys looks physically strong.
Yeah,
like their arms are big, their legs are big, but they don't look flashy. And as you said, they're very, very well coached.
Yep.
3rd down and 5 here for Indiana. Man in motion to fake. Strack going to try to take it himself. He's going to fall short of the first down. We'll see. Mars may take a timeout here. And they are going to stop the clock. Timeout on the field. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Ooh. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi. And available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Ooh. Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
Here for Strack. He fakes the handoff. He's open the open field. First down for Jason Strack in Indiana as they take it inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line.
Really nice play design there. What they did was they ran a jet sweep. Strack faked the ball and then just went right up and got the in-first bank first down.
Hurry up offense down to the 35-yard line. Strack back to throw on first down. He's going to fire it deep down the field. He has Trey Joseph, and the ball is going to be intercepted by Hine. Flag thrown. I think this one's going to be coming back on Mars as Hine.
Hine's going to take it all the way. Let him. Who cares?
And Strack will force him out of bounds, but impressive player, but this one's going to come back as Joseph was down the field. And
yeah, there's no doubt Trayvon Joseph got interfered. I mean, the defensive back was beat, and they had to interfere.
There are 2 flags on the play. There's one over on the Mars sideline at about the 37. Then there's one down at the 5-yard line. So let's see.
There's both against Mars.
Okay.
And, going back to that block punt, Indiana was trying to do a late call on the field to run a fake punt there, but there was some miscommunication, and they did not get it in time to the players. And then Mars blocked it and took it in for a touchdown.
So here is the penalty. Both penalties, as Doug said.
Yeah, Indiana caught Mars with 12 men on the field, but they're going to take that pass interference all the way down to the 20. That's another in-first bank first down, Mark.
Yes. First down and 10 in Indiana with a minute left. So 3 timeouts here for the Little Indians as well if they wanted to. I like taking the shot down the field. Hines an impressive player. Is able to make up some ground there quickly, but the interference was duly noted. Here is going to be the fake handoff and up the middle for Strack.
They went back to that fake jet sweep and kept quarterback keep, but
Mars is well coached.
Mars got it that time.
They're not going to fall for that.
Gave him a yard.
So Strack will get a yard. He's back to throw. He's going to throw it deep down the field. He's got an open receiver in and out of the hands. Oh, so close. He did have... I believe that was that Nelson?
I don't know if it was Nelson. I can't see.
That was Nelson, yes.
Yeah, Nelson. He was wide open.
He was able to find his way open.
And it was a good throw. Literally, I think it went right through his hands.
37 seconds.
Just kind of looked back and was a little awkward looking back on that, but that was a good throw by Strack.
3rd down and 9 here now. Ball's on the 19. Indiana has 3 timeouts. Mars has 2. 37.7 seconds before half. If I'm Mars, I think I'm going to bring pressure here to try to get the ball to Strack's hand quickly.
He's back to throw. He's looking. Oh, and he's going to be hit and sacked. And for Mars, that's
Luciano.
Go ahead and say
it.
Timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout as well. 30 seconds left to go. 4th and long for Indiana. We return AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Fourth down and 15 here for Indiana. 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Indiana trailing back to throw. Jason Strack, he's going to fire it deep down the field, looking for Joseph, and Joseph fights for the football, but that's going to be an incomplete pass. Turnover on downs with 22 seconds left to go. Let's get down to Doug, Steve.
Okay, yeah, right there. Indiana had a nice drive going there, and they just off the fingertips of Tyler Nelson. You know, you look back at plays. Those are the plays Mars have been executing. We just could not get that tough catch.
Yeah, now you wonder if you're Kasparovich, what do you do here? You're a touchdown away from going into the mercy rule. It's 35-7. You know, do you come out and try to get it, or do you come out, kneel and say, hey, look, we're up 28 right now. Let's just.
And they get the ball to start the
and they
second
get the ball
half.
to start the second half. So
I say he goes for it.
I would be
agree.
shocked. I wouldn't
They're
be
going to try
shocked.
to get the ball to Gabe Hine.
You got Gabe Hine here.
He's out here in the slot.
Waiting to see if Indiana elects to double cover him, which does not look like they are going to. And they just fire it. He is wide open in the flat. He takes it out of bounds after he crosses the 40-yard line. So 16-yard pickup just on a wide receiver screen to Gabe Hine.
And there's an
Injured
injury
player
for Mars, number 55, it looks like.
Budlizik.
I'll let you say that one. Adam Budlizik.
We'll take a quick timeout as well. AM 1450 WDAD and 100.3 FM back after this.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
The ball is going to be at the the Mars 42-yard line. Mars already leading 35-7 here with 15.7 seconds left to go. Keep your eye on number 30, Gabe Hine.
He's wide. Where is he? He's wide, isn't he?
He is to our right in front of us here on the left side of the line. Kind of expecting him. They're giving him a lot of space.
They want to put 17 seconds on the game clock.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Indiana, I'm not sure why we're not walking Jace Brocious down over top of him.
I mean, jam at the line at the very least. They've thrown half of the throws to him have been wide receiver screens.
That's all they've run. Is really, I mean, they did the deep ball, but
instead they're going to give him some space. Here is back to throw, and they are going to throw it to Hine, and just nobody within 6 yards of him as he just does a quick out of bounds for about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, and they're just trying to get it close enough so that maybe they can take a shot.
I mean, their kicker is he's okay, but I don't think he's any long-range field goal kicker.
Second down and 4, back to throw. He hits Hine again. First down, out of bounds. It's just pitch and catch at this point in time. 9 seconds left to go. They keep moving it deep down the field.
Again, why is this Indiana defense not adjusting to him? Let the other guys beat you deep. Who cares? But Gabe Hine, all he's done are these little screens.
He's the only person they've thrown to.
Right.
The only receiver they've thrown to.
Why aren't we taking him out of the equation?
Now they move him to the right, so they have 3 receivers split right. He is the middle of those 3. And back to throw. Hine. They're looking deep down the field. They are looking for Hine. And he goes up. Did he make the catch? He caught it down the 1-yard line. No time left on the clock.
Defenders.
But
the time is up on the clock.
What a catch, though!
That's the half.
That's the half. Let's go down, Doug. Steve. I think we're going to wait to see what they elect to do here, if they have any time left. But Hine caught the football at the 1-yard line between 2 defenders.
You know, there should be no time. Now they're saying there was no time on that clock.
I don't know. There was 9 seconds left. I don't know how there was any time left.
There was no time left.
But the fact that they're talking this much, Doug, leads me to believe they're thinking about putting a second back.
And Mars' offense is out there getting ready. They'll put some on. .8 seconds.
I can't believe that.
How do they know that?
No,
How do they know that? This is a joke.
It was a great catch, but they're going to call timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. And 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM.
It's football. Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
With 0.8 seconds left, believe it or not.
You want to talk? I mean, that was a great catch by Gabe Hine.
Amazing.
Indiana had two defenders there. Ball's up. I mean, Indiana at some point just has to make a play.
Hine, another catch. I can't wait to see these stats, how many catches he's had on this first half. And Mars is going to have the football as they give it to Yoakum. I think he's getting stuck.
He didn't get in.
He didn't get in. Indiana does hold.
No, he did not get in. Stop.
Maybe poetic justice here after I didn't know how they had that much time left on the clock. Let's get out of Doug Steve with Coach Zelinskas.
Okay, hey, Coach, a big stop there at the first half. I know the score right now is not Indiana's way, but, you guys are not giving up when you're battling like you usually do.
No, hey, they just got a couple big plays on us. They got the block punt. I mean, that's just stuff, we got to eliminate, but our kids are fighting out there. We got to come out and have a great second half.
Okay, go get them. There you go, head coach Mark Zelinskas. We'll send it back upstairs.
All right, we'll come back here as we're going to hear from Coach Zelinskas again when we return with our ITT halftime show. And we're going to hear as kind of a state of the team interview with Coach Zelinskas when we return. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV, 35-7. Mars leading Indiana at the half.
7-7.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're brewing up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
Wow! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher!
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher!
I know! Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now!
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon!
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here!
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees. Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
And we're back on the ITT halftime show. We have a little expanded version of our interview with Coach Mark Zelinskas. Coach, what I wanted to talk about now is, what is your vision for the future of this program? Obviously, it's been a tale of a couple different seasons. You started out 0-3, and that coming off of that Char Valley game, it was like, oh boy, what are we doing here? Yeah. Then you win 3 in a row, and then you get into the conference play, and you got West Mifflin, and you got McKeesport, and we'll see how things go with Morris tonight. But let me ask it to you this way. How would you assess your first season back where the state of the program is?
Given, the situation where, coming in, I mean, obviously there was a very, the morale was pretty low. I detected that last year when I was around. There wasn't high participation in the off-season program, and that's where the program I felt really lacked. And I, especially a school like this, and I think any school, you look at any successful school, I don't care what community they come from, they've got well-established programs where their kids are involved year-round. They're developing their athletes physically, mentally, skill-wise. All that has to be taking place on incremental, in increments throughout the whole year, to develop athletes to get them to the point where they're going to be competitive. And, usually you measure things in years, because it's hard just in 1 year to come in and get everything established and turned around. I was head coach Moore, and I asked him, in front of the team the first year in 2002, we came over, same thing. I didn't even coach in 2001. We had a junior dominated team. I mean, there were a lot of juniors on that football team that ended up playing that year, and a decent sized senior group too, and they only won 2 football games, and but throughout the season what you saw was growth and competitiveness, and we lost a couple heartbreakers there. But the bottom line was, from the beginning till the end, they kept getting better and better, and that was again a program that we started a little late that year because I got hired late that year, but there was continual growth. I said the same thing to these guys. I said, right now we're at the point we got 3 wins, and we're planning on getting another one tonight with 4, and but that's our record obviously is a measure of where we are right now. But if you look and see where these kids were at the beginning of the season, I'm talking about looking at video with execution, stances, fundamentals, coming off the ball, taking on blocks, getting off blocks, our tackling, everything. It's really gotten better. And you're saying, well, wait a second, you just lost some big games,
Sure.
West Mifflin and McKeesport. I mean, by lopsided margin. And I get that, but those are also athletes that are on a different level. And this team is also a very young team.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at it, a lot of people don't appreciate, you have guys that are 18, 19 years old lining up against 14 and 15-year-olds.
Right. It
makes the maturity of the body just
it makes a big difference, and I don't even think that year in 2002 we went 2-8. I don't think there was one sophomore on that field that started. Yeah. There wasn't one, but we have 3 out of our first 5, half of our starting offense and starting defense are sophomores.
Right.
And then we got, freshmen in there. And now we started, over the last couple of weeks with injuries, we had to play, there were points we had 3 freshmen in the game at the same time. And those are 14-year-old kids. So,
right.
Again, you hit it right on the head there. It's a matter of just physical development right there. And you can't expect a kid that is at that stage developmentally to go out and tackle somebody who's a Division I,
sure.
prospect.
You talk about, not only your program and all the things that the expectations for your team. Do you try to still cultivate, you want to keep the kids you have, you don't want to lose, you want to have roster retention.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to, I think you're still at a point where you'd like to have a few more numbers, maybe not 80, but
no, we would. We would. I mean, I think, the other positive thing, I'll tell you, I have to mention this. We got the greatest student section I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, those kids kept cheering for our kids, all last week until the end of the game. They were heckling the other team. I mean, it was great. And I think there's some boys up there that really are, feel like they maybe missed out. I know a couple kids have approached me already. And so, yes, when we get started here on January 5th, we're going to, tell them you're going to do what everybody else does and make that commitment and be part of the family and just, blend in and start going and working. And, that's what we're looking for. So, yeah, we're hoping that comes. I mean, we obviously are going to have a huge junior class next year.
Yeah.
If we get all these guys back with freshmen, which I think they've got a lot invested in, our kids, they're very enthused. And, we'll have another group of freshmen coming up. We'll still be a little on the young side. I mean, right now, if it stands, I mean, we're only going to have 3 seniors on our football team next year, but that could change, and we could have some guys come in and, be able to be in a position to help us out.
Now, I know you're not immune to hearing, the comments in the community. Hey, why are we in the WPIL? Why are we in this conference? We can't compete. What do you say to that?
Well, that upsets me, and I'll tell you for one reason. I think it's disrespectful to our players. I think that's thinking less of them. I mean, this school here is in a conference where they could and should compete, and we have competed in the past. And that doesn't mean you just show up and show up in August and walk out on the field and play and come to practice whenever you want to come. I mean, you got to make a commitment and develop, and just like I said, all the things that I've been talking about. So, once we get that established, I think you're going to see that we are going to become very competitive in this conference. And you look at this school; they're competitive in all, basketball, won state championship in baseball, track, all everything, wrestling,
swimming.
I mean, swimming. They do an excellent job, So there's no reason that these kids can't, and I believe 1,000% in what these kids are capable of doing. And it's just a matter of time until we get there. So, that type of stuff really does, upset me. But then again, I think, people are just speaking, just what they think with limited information, and they don't maybe understand how this game works. But I'm just a true believer. We got these players in a program with structure and accountability. They will develop and they will become competitive.
Final thing that I want to leave you with is this. Obviously you can't do this and all the things that you do without support from the community. Talk to me really quick about, the booster clubs and, the groups that have helped with uniforms and those type of things. What does that mean to you as a head coach, knowing that your community, for the most part, is behind you and supporting this program?
It's been really overwhelming, and the first time I was here, it was the same thing. I think I tabulated somewhere we were close to now over 14 years, I think $1 million from our community that we got, when you take into account the fitness center, the field, the donations for that. We'd go to Kiski every year, which was a $16,000 venture. Our budget of $9,000 just doesn't, it just puts a dent in what we need. And I don't know if that's ever going to get rectified at all, but we do have to go out to the community to get some, monetary support. But this year's been just overwhelming. And, we've had a couple people, key people in on that. CJ Spatafor has been a big help. I mean, I would say, right now, roughly, we've already have, since I got here in January, about $130,000 that we've spent on this program. Right over here is a, video tower that we got that somebody, donated money for. That was about $9,000 to get that up in and itself. We got, new video equipment in our locker room, new uniforms. That was a $60,000. I mean, it's hard to believe a set of uniforms can cost $60,000, right. But so I could go down a laundry list of stuff, but it's been great, and I think, people are willing to give, and especially when they believe in something, you're doing something positive. And like I said, the thing that, our players are getting out of this, not just developing in football players, but developing as young men, learning things like, hey, I got to be there every day. I got to be on time. My guys are counting on me. I got a role to play in here. I'm going to get criticized, and I'm not going to put my head down and pout about it. I'm going to listen to the feedback and try to change my behavior and change what I'm doing and get better. And those are things that are going to, benefit our kids. I mean, I don't know how many guys donate money, on that online fundraiser that we ran, and, thank me for, stuff that they, got in trouble or whatever, held accountable for things they did or didn't do, but learned lessons from that. Or just learn from, the day-to-day operation that we had here, being up at, 3 days a week, 6 a.m., getting their workouts in. All that stuff, has played a big part in their lives in being successful. So, that's a big thing. And I think, even some of the coaches we have Jimmy Decker, we have Alex Valesky, we have Dave Moore, Mike Boiano. I mean, all those guys played here before. They want to give back, they feel they've got something out of it that they feel was just, hard to put a price on, and they're donating something very, very special, and that's their time.
Right.
So it's just been overwhelming. I mean, this is something, I'm kind of here just, I couldn't do it without the coaching staff we have. I mean, it's just, and as a matter of fact, if I didn't have those guys, I probably wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. It's just, that's how important they are, and they've been throughout this whole process. So, I just, I thank God that, he gave me a chance to somehow find my way back here and get involved with these kids again. And it's been a gift to me. And, I'm just looking forward to January 5th.
Great. Hey, Coach, good luck as always. I appreciate your time at Renda. We really appreciate covering your program and everything and the access that you give us. So thank you. And we look for great things to come in the future.
Well, we're planning on having that happen, Pat.
All right,
It won't be for lack of effort, for sure.
All right. Thanks. We'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy halftime show after this.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
The snap's good. The pass is caught. Touchdown. Just like a winning team, Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment.
Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted best physical therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
I'm State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
Yeah, it's Old Therapy Halftime Show, 35-7 Mars with the lead. We have our First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. Here is Pat Dougherty, First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first.
All right, let's start with Indiana real quick. Rushing, Indiana, Elijah, Roman Jones has 6 carries, 21 yards. Elijah Thomas, 1 carry, 57 yards and a touchdown. Indiana does have 100 yards rushing on the game, no yards passing. For Mars, Mars has 59 yards rushing, but they have 218 yards passing. Their quarterback, Colin Yurcinich, he is 10 for 10, 218 yards, all to number 30, Gabe Hine.
Wow.
Every reception, every yard to Hine. Hine has 2 touchdowns receiving and a touchdown on a punt return. So our score here is Mars 35, Indiana 7, but 247 total yards for Mars. Indiana has 90 total yards.
It's been the Gabe Hines show a lot in this first half. Let's face punt return for a touchdown, a block punt for a touchdown. They did have 1 rushing touchdown for Theokum, and then Gabe Hines was phenomenal.
We got to mention Indiana had 2 goal line stands. One right before the half where Mars ran out of time, and one in the middle of that second quarter where Indiana was able, Darius Webb was able to get 2 big tackles to keep them out of the end zone. So, Indiana's got to build on that now.
We're going to come back with our second half kickoff when we return. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM. Renda.
The Indiana Borough Police Department is proud to stand with our community, just like they stand behind our hometown team. From local events to working with students and caring for families, their mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort, and they are only a phone call away. Alongside first responding partners, they're always here for us. On the field, off the field, and everywhere in between. So as you cheer on your team tonight, remember, they always have our backs. Stay safe, Indiana.
Hey Indiana High sports fans, Gooden Associates Insurance Agency is just like you. They support Indiana High sports too. They're also proud to live in Indiana where they help families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. Don't drop the ball. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Call Gooden Associates Insurance Agency at 724-465-8887. And go Indiana High Little Indians. Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
Affordable Interiors.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While our whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're going to have to kick off on 25-yard line now, but
they're holding them to it.
Yeah, and they're holding them to it. So, but it's just, I don't think there was the time left on the clock. I think when he caught the ball and he landed, time was running out. The time had just run out. And if you're going to put time on the clock, put more than a second, because even as a basketball official, I mean, there's that delay of split second of when the ball goes down or whatever, and then you blow the whistle. So by putting on just 0.8, it's just stupid. Back upstairs.
Thank you, Doug. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick inside the 40, fielded at the 38-yard line, trying to find a little bit of running room, and they do for Mars, as they'll take the football 47-yard line. That's something else to look at for next year, is the starting field position by opposing teams because of the opening kicks.
Yeah, the thing that hurt them, I think, early in the season was Justin John, the young man that they had hoped to be their kicker and has kicked field goals and extra points. He got hurt in an early soccer game, so that really limited him to be able to practice with the team.
And hopefully next year that is something that will change. We'll see what Mars elects to do as they hand the football off to Yoakum. Good tackle there, right near the 50-yard line. Looked like he was going to have some space, but
yeah,
I'm trying to see who that was that grabbed them.
They gave him to the 49, maybe the 48, but so gain of 4.
So they will give him forward progress there, but it looked like he might have some more space. And Indiana's defense, we said, but they limited the run as they do give it back to Aiden Yoakum. Here, this time he does find the edge on the left side. He's going to fight his way to the first down marker, where it looks like he will pick up a first down.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If you're Coach Kasparovich, you probably weren't real thrilled with how you ran the football in that first half, but you didn't need to either. But I'd imagine they're going to want to try to run this football, keep the clock moving. As soon as I say that, they're going to throw it out here to Gabe Hine.
Well, they don't spend a lot. And now it looks like Indiana is double-teaming Hine here on the left side, but they still give it up the middle. Here is Yoakum. Finds his way in the end zone. Wow. And that was just well blocked. And Aiden Yoakum, 41 yards, untouched. to the end zone for the score. It is 41-7.
And if they make this extra point, that'll put it into the mercy rule.
Second touchdown of the night for the senior running back. That one seemed a little easier than the last ones.
You look at that drive, Mark, 52 yards all on the ground. That almost is as many yards as they had in the first half. So
42-7 is our score after the extra point is good. Come back with the kickoff. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM.
Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk Producers.
Back at 42-7 here after that touchdown run by Aiden Yoakum. Here is the opening kick. And here is Elijah Thomas. Looks like he's taking it 40, 35, 30, still on his feet. Is that Elijah Thomas?
That's Elijah
Yes.
Thomas.
Who received the kickoff, and he found an opening, and boy, Elijah's only touched the football twice tonight. One was for a 57-yard touchdown run. That one was on a kick return that almost resulted in a touchdown for Indiana.
All right, so Indiana now has the ball at the 23-yard line. They're in position here.
We are in the mercy rule.
We are, but let's see if Indiana can build some positive momentum here. And
nice return by Elijah Thomas there. As he takes it down to the 23-yard line. And that's where Indiana's offense will take over. Here's going to be the fake. Strack takes it up the middle. They've done a great job of limiting Strack. And
Strack keeps the ball.
Cochran, in particular, the linebacker, has almost been like a spy for him.
In with the tackle.
yeah, I mean they've really done a good job, but that's all predicated right up the middle because they've taken away the dive game. He really has no ability to give that ball up the middle. They did pop the one dive to Elijah, but otherwise it's really been tough sledding up the middle. These Mars guys up front, number 75, Colton Ewing, he's a senior. He's 265 pounds, and he just does a great job of bottling up that middle, along with number 50, who's 225.
Second down and 9, and again, same scenario. I mean, and when they're overloading the box with the defense, and it makes it so much more difficult for Indiana when you have all the defense kind of bottled up there, and they're all coming at you. Your Strack, there's not a whole lot you can do. And then as a defense, you have the luxury when you know you're getting that kind of pressure on the running back, you can spy one of your linebackers on the quarterback. And then that way, if he does try to fake it, you have somebody right on him. And as long as they can make an open field tackle, which Mars has proven they can. Third down and 9 here for Indiana. Looks like some movement on the line. This one's going to come back. And I say all this almost not to knock Indiana as much to credit Mars and what they're doing defensively and their defensive front. It's been impressive tonight.
So back Indiana up. It'll now make it a 3rd and 14 back at the 28. Indiana's clearly in 4-down territory here. You'd like to get close so that you can at least have a fighting chance on 4th down.
Yeah, you got a great kick return, and you'd like to find a way to capitalize on that. 7:55 and a running clock here with Mars leading 42-7, scoring in 3 plays on their opening drive here in the second half. Here's a man in motion. The give is going to be up the middle. And again, Great job by Mars. This time Garvin making the stop. And Mars has just been doing a great job of tackling.
Thomas on the carry.
Everything up the middle. In between the tackles, there has just been nothing.
Yeah, and this is, unfortunate with the penalty and everything. They just keep moving the Indiana back, so now it's going to be 4th and 15. Ball's right around the 20, in between the 28 and 29.
Too many carries for 0 or 1 yards in this game, and that's been challenging for Indiana here tonight. And here's going to be an option play. Going to be nice little pitch to Trey Joseph. But again, Cochran with a great play. I mean, he read that play beautifully, and that was an amazing open field tackle to limit Joseph for about a 3-yard gain. And that was a reverse, but that linebacker, impressive play.
Yep. Unfortunately,
turnover on downs.
Good field position, and Indiana's just not able to get anything going.
And so Mars is going to be taken over at the 23-yard line. Cochran, sophomore, 5'11", 180 pounds. Make sure I have that correct. Yeah, he's a sophomore. That's some pretty impressive sophomore there. Here's the first down carry to Yoakum. Nice cut to the right side. He's going to pick up 5 or 6.
On the season, Yoakum coming into the night, 7 out of their 9 games, he's had over 100 yards. He was averaging almost 170 yards a game.
On the right side. We'll say
it's been limited, at least in the first half. Didn't look like he might get to that average, but after that 41-yard touchdown run last series.
Then now you start to think, here's a team that they're going to get into the WPIAL playoffs. They have aspirations. You wonder how many more series you're going to see these starters in the game.
Doc, I was just going to say the same thing.
You're in the mercy rule now. You know you're going to be in the playoffs next week. Indiana, I mean, on a senior night, they're probably going to keep a lot of their seniors out there for most of this football game.
All 6 of them.
For good reason.
Right.
I mean, it's...
now Yoakum does come out now, and let's see who's in there. Running back number 2.
So he will take it to the...
Hunter Schroeder. He's a 6-foot sophomore.
So he'll take it for a 10-yard pickup, and Schroeder now is going to find some open field here as he crosses the midfield. 45-40. He's still on his feet as he takes it down to the 30-yard line.
Flag.
Yeah, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Right at the 40. Yeah, I was going to say that the wideout was doing a good job blocking. Now I know why. He had a hold of him.
Hunter Schroeder, the sophomore. Well, that goes to show you what kind of blocking they have for Mars. Sophomore comes in and immediately rips off a 30-some-yard run. It's called back because of a hold, but
it'll still result in a first down because it's 10 yards from the spot. So let's see.
Doc, I think it's funny nowadays. It used to be only in the pros where they'd give the number of the person penalized. Then it went to college. Now it's even down at high school.
So it'll be a 1st and 10. Ball sits right at the 50, so it'll be a 12-yard gain even with the penalty.
Here's going to be the fake, and the first incompletion. Well, he should have went to Hine. Even on the sideline, he should have went through him.
It was intended for Jimmy Summers.
It's a first throw that went anywhere besides in the direction of Gabe Hine. That wasn't even close to Gabe Hine, and that's probably why it was incomplete.
Yeah, and the clock's running down to 4:15 now.
I say that jokingly, but Hine,
he had all 10 catches in the first half.
10 for 10 in the first half. All 10 passes went to him. Second down and 10.
There's a tackle.
Middle and a good tackle. Snyder makes the stop, but no gain. Maybe a half a yard for Schrader. Third down and long now for the Fighting Plants.
Well, I'll tell you, this might be their first 3rd and long of the night. I'm going back and looking at my notes.
Well, even if they had one, when you have number 30
a 3rd
out
goal
there,
at the 3.
So here
they
is
had a 3rd and 2.
3rd and long, and the give is going to be up the middle. It's Great tackle. Again, Jacob Snyder does a nice job. Also in there for Indiana Buffalo. So only a yard gain, and they're going to be forced to punt maybe for the first time. Now it will be for the first time.
Wow,
tonight.
I didn't know they had a punter even on the team.
Well,
I'm just kidding. Obviously, their punter is
Pat Snyder.
Yeah. Colin, is it your Cynic? Is it their quarterback? Or is it?
No.
17.
Oh, it's 17. Okay, it's the other backup. Oh, and they should have blocked.
Almost blocked. And the ball is going to be fair caught at the 22-yard line by Indiana. That's where they will take over.
A 27-yard punt.
So 42-7, 2:34 left to go in the third quarter. Very quick moving second half here for Indiana as we are in the mercy rule. Again, if you're joining us, that first half was a lot of Gabe Hine. Senior receiver caught 10 passes. Quarterback was 10 for 10, or over 218 yards, I believe. 2 touchdowns receiving. He also had a punt return for a touchdown. Blocked punt for a touchdown. That was not Gabe Hine, but it was Mars. First and 10 now from the 23-yard line for Indiana. Here is going to be the pitch. Jones across the 30. Out of bounds. Good pickup.
That'll be an in for, oh, yeah, they're giving him an in first bank first down.
Yep, now they are. Perfect. In first bank, first down for Roman Jones as carry's going to go to the 34.
The clock bleeds under 2 minutes.
Minute and 40 seconds left to go. Again, a very young team here for Indiana. Going up against a veteran team, veteran coach. Big front seven for Mars. The fake. Strack takes it on the left side. He's going to come close to another first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, they marked him a yard short, so it'll bring up 2nd and 1. Ball's out to the,
You got 9 yards on that.
let's see, 43.
Elijah Thomas in the backfield here.
Interesting, we talked about with them playoff. Yoakum's playing corner. Hine is still in at safety. They have a lot of their number 1 defense still on the field. Jamison Garvin's out there.
And it's not like they're preserving a shutout or anything either, which is not that would matter. But here is Roman Jones on the pitch. He'll be forced out of bounds near the 50-yard line. First down for Indiana.
Yes,
right at
Indiana
midfield.
First down.
Indiana first bank, first down.
They're letting the clock run. Even though he went out of bounds, but it is a mercy rule.
It's
So
the mercy rule, so
that's
they
just
will
kind of the way it works.
keep it running.
Can't stop the clock.
Yeah, let's see if they can get one more playoff before the quarter here.
They don't have to
hurry.
but they should want to.
7 seconds left. Here is going to be inside handoff. Good coverage this time. Dental and Company going to make the stop. 42-7 after 3 a.m. 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM Renda Digital TV.
Going to be 2nd and 10. That's
Priority First Federal Credit Union member, you'll join 16,000 others who enjoy more than just banking. You get the personalized service and benefits you deserve. With 56 years of experience, we know how to put you first. With local loan decisions made right here to support you when it matters most. With online banking and mobile deposit for easy access anytime, anywhere. Because you're more than just an account number. You're a valued member. Visit us at one of our 7 branches to find out why putting you first is our priority.
On the field tonight, it's all about power, teamwork, and determination. The same spirit driving Homer City redevelopment. And just like our community is powering up for the future, Homer City Redevelopment wishes all of the players, coaches, and fans a healthy, successful football season. While this game may be in the 4th quarter, for Homer City Redevelopment, they're just getting started. Because for Indiana County, we all feel the best is yet to come. And you can read all about it in the Renda Media Best of Indiana County magazine.
Quarter is Mars leading Indiana 42-7. Second down and 10 here for Little Indians, though, as they have their offense on the field at midfield. The faked handoff, and Strack elected to hold that one, and that was not a good decision there by Jason, as he was just crushed by Garvin.
Jamison Garvin just absolutely caught him. So that's going to bring up third and...
Those are the situations where even if you're gaining a yard as a quarterback, you hand the football off to gain the yard rather than take that kind of shot.
See, right now, Jacob Snyder is like pointing at himself, like, give me the ball right now.
Yeah, why not?
As a senior, I would be okay with that too. Yeah, at this point, you're losing by this score. Let's get to some of those kids that are going to have that opportunity. And here is Jones.
Picks up the lost yardage, but bring up 4th and 10. Ball sits right at the 50-yard line. Indiana should go for this, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Why not?
You know, we talk about there's only 6 seniors playing the game, 2 injured, but, you know, this is the last games for Elijah Thomas, Trayvon Joseph, Kevin Liu, Jacob Snyder, Graham McFarland, Trent Buffalo, Zach Brewer, and Braden Keller. Yep. They will be missed, even though there's a few of them only.
As Coach Z said, you know, these guys help plant the seeds. Plant the seeds to get this program back to where the expectations are.
4th down and 10 here. Ball in midfield for Indiana. Here is Strack as he rolls to his right. He is going to throw the football. Ball is going to be, is it caught?
It's caught.
It is caught for a first down. And in first bank, first down.
Roman Jones.
Jason Strack 2.
That's a nice pitch and catch. Gain of 11.
Thomas limping a little bit coming off the field here.
Lou comes in. And, Kevin's mother, she texted me earlier. She's tuning in from China. She's over at a work trip for the university over in China, and she was texting me before the game saying she appreciates how she's able to watch it on YouTube and Renda Digital TV. So
might be the furthest away we've had a...
Laurel, thank you for tuning in.
1st and 10 now from the 39-yard line. Here is Roman Jones, this time slowed down after a couple of yards. Doug, I kind of agree with Jacob Snyder. At this point in time, 42-7, 9 minutes left.
Well,
it wouldn't hurt to see a couple seniors get the ball right now, would it?
No, I think also he wanted to go after that number 8 after he laid a lick on his quarterback. He just wanted the ball to say, hey, let me go over him, see how it feels for him. But that's that senior leadership, you know. I mean, Jacob Snyder plays his heart out every play.
Every play, both offense and defense.
He's a wrestler,
too. He gives great effort.
He has that mindset.
Plays so hard.
And here's going to be the fake. Here is Jason Strack. Again, pretty good coverage by that defense. They've done a nice job on him all night long. Gains a couple, but Jason's a little slow to get up here.
At their downfield, Caden Shirley was maintaining his block. He was a good 20 yards downfield, still blocking the linebacker in the second level.
8:15 left to go here in this.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Ball sits at the 33-yard line.
Third down and 4 from the 33. Lou in the backfield. Snyder in motion. Faked pitch. Here is Strack. He's going to keep it. He's under a lot of pressure. He's going to try to run it himself. He's going to find a way to get around most of the pressure, but I think he's going to be stopped just shy of the first down.
Yeah, number 12, Smith Dunaway, came up and was able to just hold Jason. I thought he was going to get that first down.
I thought for a second he was going to get sacked.
Yeah, and then he was able to escape.
And he found a way to escape.
It's going to bring up, and they only gained 1 on that, believe it or not. It's going to be 4th and 3 now.
It's a great job by Jason to find a way to escape that pressure.
This is where with some subs in defensively for Mars, I'd try to draw him off sides.
Yeah, go hard count and see if we can get him to jump.
4th down and 3. from the 32. Instead, they're going to hand the football up the middle.
He's not
doesn't get it.
He's
Short by a yard.
He's going to be short. We're going to take a timeout as we switch sides here with the teams. Come back 42-7 Mars with the lead. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM.
Of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's Loyalty Program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
5 left to go here in the game. 42-7 Mars with the lead. And we're going to get a timeout, so we'll get a couple 30-second breaks here. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Hi, this is Aaron. For decades, Affordable Interiors has been built on trust, quality, and a love for serving our community. Now that legacy is being passed on for the next generation. Bailey and I will continue to provide the same ideals and high standards you've come to know and love. While the whole family grows, so has our store. Come see our newly renovated showroom floors and updated storefront. Thank you for allowing Affordable Interiors to transform your homes and businesses. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
IRMC's
Back, the Fighting Planets take over, and Schroeder carries the football on first down. He's finding a way up to about 4-yard gain for Mars. We'll take it to the 34-yard line. Indiana was stopped on 4th down on the last series. Mars taking their good old time at this point in time, already in the mercy rule as Schroeder gets the handoff again, runs over a defender as he'll get a first down, an in-first bank first down, right at the 40-yard line.
Mars has a backup quarterback in, number 13. It's Bryce Slavic.
Glad you said it.
He's a freshman.
That's... Not sure he'll be throwing the football much.
This is one of the more challenging rosters, actually.
They've got a couple names that are a little bit tricky. So, first down and 10 now for the Fighting Planets at the 40-yard line. Slavic, we'll go with that, is at the in the shotgun formation, hands it off to Schroeder, who will get another 4 yards. Good open field tackle this time by Jacob Snyder, who came up. Nice hit by Jacob. Schroeder with the 4-yard carry, and it's bittersweet. You know, you're these seniors, you're out there knowing this is your last time on that football field.
Yeah, I mean, it never gets easy. I mean, that's, you know, these kids. And football's not like some sports, you know, golf you can go play, basketball you can go play, even baseball you can play. Football's not a sport that, you know, unless you're going to play collegiately, you're just, this is it. And you're never going to put those pads on again. And
a lot of these kids have played football since, 8, 9 years old. It's been a huge part of their lives over the last 10-plus years, and now at about 3.5 minutes, it ends.
Yeah.
Very abruptly. 2nd down and 1 for Schroeder. Will take the handoff for a first down.
Schroeder again.
You were in that boat a couple years ago, Pat, with Garrison.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's,
I've got a senior not in football, but this year with hockey, and it's amazing how quickly the time goes, and you watch these players work hard, so hard in the off season, and spending so much time on the sport. To have it end so quick, it just it's challenging.
It's funny, when you look at it. A lot of these kids, if they're they come in as freshmen, maybe they're going to play 40 high school football games, if that, and that's how many are they going to play.
Yeah. Here is Schroeder, who fights through some of the tackles and gets a first down and more.
And you don't think of it in those terms until you get to a night like tonight, where you're like, wow, you blinked and it's over. So, these kids put in so much time, effort, and energy. And, the coaches put in a lot of time, effort, and energy.
Well, and the parents.
And the parents. I mean, this is a big commitment to play high school football or any high school varsity sport.
I can tell you. I mean, it's whether it's any sport, but like even early on, like before the kids can drive, you're taking them to practices. You're watching those practices, and almost 4 out of 5 nights out of the week, you're devoting a lot of time to watching the development of these young men out there. And Schroeder gets another 4 or 5 yards, but to watch how these guys, and for us, watching the course of this season in particular, and the development of these players, and we've talked about the younger players, but even the seniors, the consistency. I look at a kid like Jacob Snyder, I think how consistent he's been throughout the year.
Yeah, it really has been.
And, as hard as they work and as much as they give throughout the last 10-plus years, it's an honor to be out there with those guys, and that's why you see so much emotion from them when a senior night ends. Under a minute left to go in this one. 3rd down at 6 now. 42-7, Indiana will fall to 3-7 on the season.
Yeah, they'll have to snap it one more time.
And some major steps forward for this program this year.
Nice 3-game winning streak in the middle of the season. Thank you, cheerleaders and band.
Hopefully we get some encouragement from these younger players, and we get some more young men willing to come out and devote the time to work out and try out for this football team next year. Hand off to Schroeder again, and another tackle by a host of players. I'll just say that one was almost every senior on the field right now made that stop. And that'll be the last play of the game for Indiana as the clock runs to 0, 42-7. Mars with win. We'll come back here with our First Commonwealth Bank post-game show when we return. AM 1450 WDAD 100.3 FM, Renda Digital TV.
Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizza. For a limited time, get one large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. Ooh. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models. Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models. Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
It's not just hot. It's the hottest deal ever from Vocelli Pizzic. For a limited time, get one large one-topping pizza hot from the oven for just $9.99. Order online 7 days a week for carryout or delivery with no limit on this deal. You can stack those pizzas high and order as many one-topping pizzas for $9.99 as you want, as often as you want. But hurry, because who knows how long this will last at Vocelli Pizza. For a hot deal that won't burn your wallet, order from Vocelli Pizza on Oakland Ave.
Doug Steve is down there with Coach Mark Solinskis. So,
Coach, I told the seniors.
I know he's finishing talking to his players, but we'll head down to Doug right now with the interview.
Okay, thank you, Mark. And Coach, it's always bittersweet the last game of the year. You know, you have 8 on the team, 2 hurt right now, 6 seniors participating tonight. Those 8 seniors, they've given their all this season to try to, like as you said, plant the seeds for the future of this program.
Yeah, and that's, what we got. I'm sure we're going to look at that video. We did a lot of things good. We had the 2 stops down on the goal line. There's just so much stuff where we're so close and then we're giving up big plays, and we're just not there yet as a program. But, those are things that we can keep improving on and will keep improving on. The big thing is just the attitude shift in this program and what these kids do and what they put into it and the commitment that they've made to each other. And that's what we got to build on. It just breaks my heart that they can't be around to see all the big steps that we're going to take next year.
People around the county or the community may say, hey, Indiana shouldn't be playing these teams like Mars and all that, but they don't realize a few years ago Indiana was beating Mars. They got a new coach come in, and they've really turned things around to be a powerhouse, and I'm sure those are the things you tell the players that could be us here in a couple of years.
When I hear those types of things, I take them as insults because it just puts a ceiling on what our kids can do, and I'm not going to do that. I mean, we're right where we should be. We just need to do the things that we need to do to get better. Obviously we were behind coming in this year from coming off a couple bad years. We lacked some fundamentals. We've improved on all those areas, the conditioning, the strength, the commitment in the off season. And you saw the gains this year. And, we're just going to keep going where we did, where we belong here. We're playing schools our size. That's the way it's always been determined. I mean, I don't buy into that at all. It's just that, we can't go and look for teams we can beat. We just got to get better so that we can compete the teams and what the standards that are out there right now. In the last 4 weeks, we saw 4 very, very strong programs with mature athletes that have been in their programs for 3 and 4 years. And, that's what we're going to start to see now. We're going to be in year 2, year 3, and building slowly as we go through, but we're still building a sound foundation here. So, I don't buy that at all, and I got great confidence in our kids that we're going to come back and be able to compete.
You look at this season, as you look back, you had those 3 losses beginning of the year on the road, but I think when these seniors will look back and the whole team looks back, they're going to remember those 3 straight home wins and how the community really came out and supported them and the student body as well.
Absolutely. Week by week we got better. I mean, hey, this football team's better than what they were when we had those 3 wins. It's not that we're playing any worse. It's just that we're playing a higher level of program. And like I said, I can go through that video and point out all the good things that our kids are doing, and we just got to keep taking those steps. When you got sophomore linemen that only have been in program for less than a year, you're going to have a lot of mistakes that we're having, moving the ball, stopping ourselves, that type of stuff. But next year's going to be a different story. There's going to be a year stronger, a year more mature. And, you look at a team like this, it's well-conditioned, well-coached. Like I said, these kids have been in their program for 2, 3, 4 years in some instances. And, that's where we're going to be here soon. So, we just got to, keep staying the grind, keep living the grind. And, I have all the confidence in our players that, no matter what conference we're in, we're going to be competitive.
I know you guys won't start up in full force until January. I heard you tell the team January 5th, but you said, I'll be in the weight room on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Anyone that wants to join me can do so. And Chris Detweiler, the guy in charge of the fitness center, he'll be there as well in the afternoon. So I'm sure you'll start seeing kids trickle in. Not that they're going to wait till January because they have that commitment that you've built for this program.
No, they do, and we like to get them. It kills me. Every year I did it, I always struggle with it. I always want to get started, with the full structure on, the Monday after the last week. But, we like to give them a little bit of time off to do their own thing, and they're ready to come back in January 5th. And I think we're going to do the same thing. Susan and I are going to get away for a little bit out in the sun in Arizona, take a little bit of time here, coming up over the next couple of weeks. But I can't wait to get back with these kids. I'll be there Monday morning for sure, and I know they'll be in. Some of them will be in there too as well. But we need a little bit of time to kind of gather and get refreshed and come back and just start living that grind again.
Well, Z, thank you a lot for everything you do for myself, Pat Dougherty, during the week to get these games on with your comments, your interviews at halftime and after the game. And hey, when you go to Arizona, you don't have to pack that tassel cap.
Yeah, it's still cold in the mornings out there. But, Doug, I'll tell you what, this year's, like I said, I never thought I'd be doing this again. And, I just feel God blessed me with the opportunity to come back here and be part of these kids' lives. And I'm just really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed every minute of it this year, and I can't wait to, start working again with these kids at the beginning of the new year.
Okay, enjoy the off season. Before you know it, we'll be talking again next summer.
Sounds great, man. Thanks.
Okay, there you have it, head coach Mark Zielinskis, and we'll send it back upstairs.
Thank you, Doug. Great interview with Coach Z, last one of the season, and we are going to continue with our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. When we come back, we'll recap the football game tonight, look at our First Commonwealth Bank quick stats, have our good player of the game, and more. AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
One insurance agency apart from another. Building relationships,
Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
Discover a world of convenience at Martin's Food Store in Indiana, where quantity, variety, and freshness meet unbeatable value. Shop in-store or online at martinsfoods.com, with personalized service including hand-picked groceries delivered to your car. Plus, Martin's Pharmacy makes it easy to fill your prescriptions while you shop. Don't forget to join the Martin's loyalty program. Earn and redeem points for groceries and even gas. Experience why Martin's Food Store is the gold winner in the best of Indiana County. Visit them on Oakland Avenue today.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon. Be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Spectacular savings are here at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. This October, we're pulling up scary good deals that will make your wallet with joy. Save up to 10 grand on your new Mitsubishi and available 0% APR for up to 60 months on all Mitsubishi models.
Don't ghost these savings. Get in today to the Mitsubishi Giant before these deals disappear.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
Passing, but no yards. Elijah Thomas ended up with about 50. I don't know.
Well, he had a 57-yard touchdown.
It would help if I was looking at I'm reading the halftime stats. Jason Strack, 2 for 6, 11 yards. Let's see. Roman Jones had 2 receptions, 11 yards. Rushing. Let's see. Roman had 11 carries, 44 yards. Jason Strack, 20 carries, 35 yards. Elijah Thomas, 4 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. Trayvon Joseph, 1 carry for 3 yards. Kevin Liu, 2 carries, -1 yard. Indiana ended up with 121 total yards, 11 passing, 140 rushing. And for the Mars Fighting Planets, their quarterback, and I'm going to butcher his name, Mark. Yurischek. He was 10 of 11, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns. Gabe Hine, 10 receptions, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Aiden Yoakum, 13 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that's really about it. They ended up the night with 371 total yards, 218 through the air, and 183 rushing. So that's about they did get to their average almost for a team of 179 yards rushing a game, but still just then don't forget they had the block punt and the punt return for touchdowns. So that's really kind of the big backbreaker in this game.
We'll come back with our Gooden Associates Good Player of the Game when we return. Indiana falling on senior night. Final game of the season to the Mars Fighting Planets, 42-7. Back with our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show when we return. AM 1450 WDAD and 100.3 FM.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
At Beacon Children's Learning Center, we believe in learning through play because experience is the best teacher.
That's why every day at Beacon is filled with discovery. We give kids the chance to explore, grow, and build confidence with caring teachers to guide and support them along the way.
Safe, nurturing, and so much fun. Beacon is where your child's curiosity shines. Call today at 724-349-0234 to schedule your tour.
Beacon Children's Learning Center. More than just a babysitter.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
Are you planning an event you want to shine? Beacon Sound System. Beacon Sound Systems has everything you need to make it unforgettable. From tents, tables, chairs, and dance floors to professional LED walls, cameras, sound systems, and lighting. They have generators, podiums, and portable restrooms. Need entertainment? Book your DJs, bands, or karaoke, and pastors on staff to perform your wedding ceremony. Lively parties to professional events, Beacon Sound Systems does it all. Call today and make your next event shine. Beacon, be seen, be heard, be legendary.
Thomas, the senior did carry the load running. He had the big touchdown run, and he had the really nice kickoff return down to the 20. Unfortunately, Indiana wasn't able to capitalize on that return, but Elijah was really the one big spark for this Indiana offense tonight. And what do you think, Doug? You were at field level.
No, I think he really stepped it up there for senior night, and I felt good. And even when he came off the field, I said, "Hey, way to go on senior night!" And he just had a big grin, like he really wanted that at least one score tonight. So. There's definitely, I'd say, Elijah Thomas for the player of the game.
Bittersweet night for a lot of these kids. You see Trey Joseph taking his time getting off the field. Jacob Snyder was down here in the sidelines for a lot longer than the rest of his teammates, and I think that it's a tough night for a lot of these seniors. Last time they'll be on a football field in these pads. But certainly a good start for the program, I think, when you look back at this year, guys. And, I think it's going to be more positive than negative despite some of the scores.
Yeah, and, really, when you look back a year ago at this time when we were signing off at the end of the season last year, we had no idea which direction this program was headed. It was kind of really in a tailspin. Having not won a section game in 2 years, they accomplished that this year, beating Knock in their first section game. They got 3 wins, which is 2 more than last year. And I think there's, with this young core group of freshmen and sophomores, I think another year in the off-season program, the weight training, hopefully they get some of their buddies out there. And, this good things are going to happen for this Indiana football program. There's no doubt that Mark Zielinskis has a program and a game plan if kids buy in, and so far they have. If they continue to do this program will improve.
Board Op Appreciation Night tonight, and we want to thank the best board op in the world, Danielle Pisarcik, back at the studio, who helps to bring our games to you every Friday night, and we'll miss talking to you, Danielle, here for the next couple weeks.
I won't. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Danielle. But
you have my sympathy.
Honestly, I go back to week 2, and the best move that we made this season was getting Danielle Pisarcik on our board. So, Danielle, we cannot thank you enough, and I know you had some help.
Trade.
You had some help with some rookies being trained, Austin Rako and his mother, Gracie Porter helped out too. So, we have a good team at Renda, and we really appreciate all that you do for us. And, it's a tremendous
team. It's a pleasure
team.
working with you.
Well, thank you. And Sam Snedden and Alex Donaldson aren't one cameraman, but we have Nate tonight. I know. I know. They're all looking at me like I didn't know it wasn't Alex. But
Sam and Nate.
We had Nate filling in tonight, and he's done about half of our games. Alex has done about half of our games. So, they're the ones that bring you the great video and the replays and everything that you see on Renda Digital TV. And
when you tune in on TV, there's a lot of people that help to make that happen. And
yes,
we really appreciate every single one of them because it helps to make our job easier.
And obviously all of our sponsors, we couldn't go on the air without their support and without their help. It's a total team effort, and we really appreciate everybody that gets us up and running. And Doug, you hit it on the head too. You thank Coach Zielinskis. He gives his time. I meet with him every Thursday. We do the pregame interviews, and that usually takes about 30 minutes of his time to go through and record those and just talk to us about the upcoming game. Like a little production meeting, and we really appreciate the time that he gives us. So. Thank you to Coach Z and his staff and to our whole team here at Renda.
Yep, and we thank Doug Steve.
I got one we got to remember, and I will give my brother Bob credit for sending me a text to remind me. Our statistician, Zeke Thomas. Zeke's a senior this year. He's going to be going on to college. He said to me before the game, he goes, this might be my last game. Unless I stay local and go to school local, then I'll come and do it for you. But, he's been a tremendous addition to us, able to get our statistics to us each game. And tonight, it was a cold night. He opted to sit outside. He was all bundled up. He said, my buddy Dylan
he's
Folt's
built for
coming.
this football weather.
And, they sat out there on the cat in the bird's nest all year and kept the stats. And I can't say enough about the job that he's done for us here the last couple years. So thank you, Zeke.
We hope we can utilize his services in the future, but certainly we wish Zeke the best of luck no matter where the world takes him in the next couple of years. So he has been a good asset to us, great kid, and I think the future is bright for that young man as well. So, we thank everybody. It's the end of another season here, but I think the future is bright here for Indiana High football. And again, thanks to Sam and Nate, Danielle, Pat, Doug, Steve, Zeke, and for the host of characters here tonight from Andy Kuzneski Field signing off one final time for the 2025 season. I'm Mark Hilliard, thanking you for joining us every single week. We really do appreciate that, and we hope that you enjoyed listening to Indiana High football. It's been an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.